Hey, what's going on, PTSD buddies? I'm here with PTSD buddy Mitch, and we're going to do a buddy chat. And if you've never tuned in before, never seen a buddy chat, what it is I talk to one of the PTSD buddies, and they share a little bit about how PTSD entered their life, and we talk a little bit about symptoms and a little bit about tips. So, without further ado, how's it going, Mitch?
It's going, man.
It's going, yeah. Mitch, I usually started my chats with asking people how PTSD entered your life, but we talked before I clicked on live, and I got to tell the viewers, you busted up your hand, man, and you busted up pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
one of the mishaps.
You're a working man. I take it you're like a bit of a mechanic.
Jack of all trades, man. I've had to learn everything by not being able to afford to have people fix it. So it's Mitch figured out, or it don't get fixed. You know.
Yeah, every town has one, and I guess you're it.
It's been nice. I've learned quite a lot from doing that. You know, different trades and stuff like that. It's nice to know things.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. But you were working one a few weeks ago, and what happened? What happened with your hand?
I was junking a truck out and put the jack underneath of it, and I was putting the safety stands underneath the truck. As I was doing it, the jack gave out, and before I could get my hand out, crushed.
Wow. I can't I can't even imagine that. That's more pain than I can handle.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: I've broke bones before,
right?
And I'm not going to say that they didn't hurt, because I mean it you know, breaking bones never good, but the crushing and smashing, I think, was probably like the worst part of the whole deal, because that and then being stuck underneath the truck, and you know, they go, now you get to jack it up off me.
hold on now, because we never talked about that. So the truck was stuck on top of you.
On top of my hand, yeah. I was out from underneath the truck, but I went to slide underneath just to put the block underneath of it.
And
just as I did that, you could see the jack going. I didn't have enough time to get fully out from underneath of it. I got the rest of me out except for my right hand.
Right. And did you say you had to jack it up yourself? Like, was there anyone there to help you?
No. My mom was in the house. She's the one who took me to the emergency room. But I had to jack it up off of me by myself, because my mom's, I want to put this, not mechanically inclined.
So the jack?
I didn't have time to explain to her how to use a jack.
So it fell on you, it crushed your hand, and you had to jack it up yourself to get it off, or explain to your mother how to get it off. Like,
yeah, it was just easier for me to do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to process that. Man, that's trauma right there.
Oh, dude, I've never been in the process where I felt like I was going to pass out but couldn't. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if I pass out, I'm in bigger trouble than I was to begin with.
Yeah, I've heard stories about medics, soldiers overseas that have been injured and had to explain to the other soldiers how to fix them, you know, right? So that's all I'm picturing right now, like picturing you explaining to your mom how to work a jack and trying. I imagine you were explaining probably pretty loud. That's unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. That deserves to be on the news somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, that's a little better.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was not fun. But you know, see the doctor. Hopefully, as long as they can get my finger to move, then I won't have too many problems with it. But
that's good.
Just get the finger to move. That's the important thing right now. The pain medicine they put me on, I think, caused me more issues than anything. It kind of like tore my stomach all to pieces. But now that we're not on that anymore, things are getting a little better.
You're not on the pain meds no more?
No, the doctor pissed me off. I can go back to him. He's stupid. I'm waiting for another doctor.
Oh, yeah.
They kept giving me Vicaprofen for it, which, in my opinion, you might as well just take a glass of water. It's not really the strongest stuff for having a broken hand, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine you need something pretty strong, crushing your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go back now to the first question. PTSD is something you've been dealing with for a while?
Oh yeah, probably since middle school.
Really?
And progressively got worse after that with other situations.
Really? Hey, way back in middle school, being bullied?
Yeah, I got a vision problem. I'm blind in my left eye. Have been since birth. The optic nerve didn't develop all the way.
Right.
And I was put in public school here in Ohio, and that kind of worked out. But they put me in a visually impaired class, and doing that in a public school is not really the greatest thing, in my opinion. Is what it did is the city that we lived in, there were a lot of people that didn't like people with disabilities and stuff. So I got my ass beat numerous times in school just because of, here's a disabled guy, yada yada yada.
But yeah, it kind of isolated you from everyone else, eh?
Yeah. They teachers wouldn't do nothing. Principals wouldn't do nothing. So luckily, Mom got me out of that situation because, see, man, I'm a hillbilly. I don't take too kindly to people doing stuff like that, and I got a pretty strong will. You can put me down, but as soon as this guy gets up, man, all bets are off.
Yeah, you don't sound like the kind of feller that cowered away from him.
Many times as it takes.
Yeah, Mitch, I believe your words, man. I said I believe your words, man. You don't sound like the type of guy who would cower away from somebody who's bullying you.
No, it don't matter. I mean, things have gotten, like I said, it got worse after that. Mom put me in a Catholic high school to make things better, and they were way more helpful than being in the other program. But it's still, there were issues. I met a lot of, I met friends there, but based on the other stuff, I thought, and I didn't realize this until a couple months ago. I thought everybody disliked me there for the same reason they did in the other school. Well, it wasn't. Everybody disliked me because of my bad attitude, thinking that,
Really?
I found this out after graduation and stuff, but,
Yeah. So what, you said people disliked you because of your attitude?
Yeah, I wasn't good at judging people back then. I thought everybody had an issue with me, and they didn't.
Yeah.
It was me, from basically, I guess it was going back at the way the other school was. I just, everybody didn't like me there, so I just figured, different place, same deal.
Well, I can understand that, Mitch, when you get bullied so much and you become accustomed to it, you went somewhere else and you're just expecting the same. I can totally see that.
Years passed, and a lot of people are like, "Yo, man, it wasn't that way. We had your back, whether you knew it or not." And that's great to know. I got a lot of friends now that I didn't know I had then.
Right.
That's great to have. Without them, I don't know if I'd be where I'm at today.
Yeah.
A lot of other things, but once school got out, it was just, me basically, living life. And I went hunting, I think it would have been 2008 or 2007. Me and my buddy, ex-buddy, Chad, we went deer hunting. Well, I'm a big hunter and a big fisherman.
Yeah, me too.
That's one of the things I used to love greatly.
Yep.
And we went out hunting, and we were deer hunting, and been out there most of the week. Had no real good luck. And this this guy come out of nowhere, and he was coming right through the woods. And we were sitting in deer blind, me and my so-called friend, and this dude ran right through the woods. We were only in like a little wooded thicket, about maybe 5 foot thick.
Yeah.
Just enough to stick the deer blind in where you couldn't see it.
Right.
And we heard this noise come running full speed through it. So, two geniuses here thought, well, must be a deer. Well, I'll come and find out it wasn't a deer. It was a man named Tyrone Cash. He was, we never did really find out what he was doing there. I think he was trying to get the vehicle, but we're not 100% because a lot of people won't tell me a lot of things about it. But anyway, Guy come running through the woods, and we thought he was a deer. So, like I said, we were hunting. We had hunter's orange on. During deer gun season, if you're in the woods and do not have hunter's orange on, in Ohio, I'm not sure about every other state, but you're an idiot if you don't have, that hunter's orange on in that time frame.
Right.
So we didn't think anything of it. We just figured, deer. So I did the next natural thing of get gun ready, and dude come right out the woods, and he was looking down a barrel of two 12-gauge shotguns.
Holy.
And he didn't pay no attention to none of us. Now, I'm a responsible hunter. So as soon as we discovered it was a human, we put the gun down.
Right.
And I set my gun in the deer blind and told my buddy just keep an eye on things. I'm going to go find out why this guy walked upon us.
Okay.
Because we were the only two people in the we were the only two people had permission to be on that property at the time. It was family property.
Okay.
So there was no excuse for anybody else. And went up to talk to the guy. Thought my buddy had my back because just what I thought. It was a wrong thing for me to think. But I went up to talk to the guy, and next thing I know, I'm waking up on the ground.
What?
As far as I don't remember anything other than getting up. I remember getting up off the ground, seeing my buddy curled up in a ball with this guy stabbing him in the back. My buddy got stabbed 5 times in the back. I got stabbed in the head. Luckily, I got a hard head, so it didn't penetrate nothing. This cost me a lot of blood loss, and also went down on my neck pretty hard because I still got issues with my neck today. But once I did come to, old pissed off hillbilly here, he was not too happy. I went over to my boy. He's laying on the ground. He's actually I was wrong. It wasn't two 12-gauge shotguns. It was I had a 12-gauge, and my buddy had my 410 single shot. He's laying on the ground. My first thoughts were, crap, got to get that gun from him before anything else happens. So I walked over there, grabbed the 410, removed it from between the two of them. My buddy, he ain't even fighting. He's curled up in the ball. I didn't know what was wrong with him at the time. I was just trying to remedy the situation as best as possible. So I grabbed the 410, and I started yelling at dude, because, at this point I'm pissed. I know I'm hurt, but I didn't know the extent at that time.
Right.
I just knew shit went to hell. So I went over to grab that 410, and as I'm pointing it at him, I see grass sticking out of the barrel. When my buddy fell down, he fell barrel first. Now, you got a 50-50 shot of that working out.
Yeah.
Upon using that gun. You blow up in your face, or it actually might, shoot out like it should.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm debating this in my head, it's like slow-mo, dude come at me. Hold on 1 second. I got to yell.
Okay.
I'll be there in a minute. Shut up, dog. Yeah, the dog's iffy. As I'm thinking about all this, dude come at me, and we went into a fight again over that gun. And here the sheriff said that guy wasn't on no drugs, and I beg different on that.
Yeah.
So when we started at it, I took that shotgun and I hit him. I was afraid to shoot it, man, because I'd seen that grass in it. I wasn't sure what was up.
Yeah.
So I did the next natural thing of I hit him in the head as hard as I could with that shotgun butt. Hard enough so that I broke that shotgun butt on his head.
Holy.
He looked at me like a brick wall. Not one movement, nothing. Not even a reaction at it. Well, then my reaction was, oh, crap, because I give him everything I had. And I'm only 137 pounds, but adrenaline adds a lot to everything. And,
Man, it sounds like he was on something to take a hit like that.
And at that point, he then grabbed the gun from me, pointed it in my general direction, and the gun went off. The gun just missed my chest by probably about an inch. It went straight through the side of my coveralls. At that point, I said, to hell with this. It's a single shot 410. So he can't do nothing else with it. He ain't got no more bullets. The only bullets I got on me are 12-gauge rounds. They ain't going to fit in it. So enough, I backed off. I was going back to the deer blind to do the best I could. I had a 12-gauge shotgun in there. So to help myself and my friend, I went back there to retrieve that firearm. And Dingleberry, he took off at that point. And so I ran up, grabbed the gun, made sure my buddy was still breathing. He was. Somehow or another, I made it all the way up to the road, I got in his little celebrity car, little four-banger, and drove it through the farmer's field, straight through the middle of it. Field's muddier than hell. Somehow or another, some miracle from God, man. I made it to him. Picked him up, threw him in the car. Luckily, my Uncle Fred lived right around the corner. Damn, this is where it gets hard. Uncle Fred lived right around the corner. Somehow or another, like I mentioned before, I only see out of one eye. So everything was kind of complicated. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't seeing well, but I wasn't. It just didn't click. We made it to his house. I forgot to put the car in park. I got out of it, so I just kind of ran into the shed. Didn't hurt nothing, though. And I walked up the door, knocked on the door. My Uncle Fred came out. He looked at me, and he turned white as a ghost. Took my hat off to scratch my head. That's when I realized what happened, man. As soon as I took my hat off, it was like a sprinkler. Blood started just gushing out of my head.
Jesus.
So then I put my hat back on, thinking that was going to help. You know, it doesn't really, but thinking that would help some. And, well, Uncle Fred called 911, and they life flighted my buddy out, and then they took me in an ambulance to the hospital. He ended up surviving, and so did I, and we went to a big court battle over it. And because, he's the guy that attacked us, he's an African-American man. Now, I am not racist at all, and that had nothing to do with it. What had to do with it was you attacked me for me coming to ask you why you're on private property. That was it. Well, when we went to court over it, my buddy, he decided that he was going to have nothing to do with court. Nothing at all. He was scared of the guy. And I understand that. But I took it personal. You know, he tried to kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that way personal.
Right.
We went to court, and my buddy, he wouldn't show up. None of the court. He didn't want no retaliation from the guy. Me, I just flat don't care.
Right.
I mean, I do, but I don't, you know. We went to court, and Erie County let him off. He had probably 14 charges racked up on him. Attempted murder was 2 of them. Felonious assault was ×2, because he got ×2 on everything, because there were 2 individuals. Erie County gave him 7 years in jail, and that was it, or in prison, and that is it. And they did that because his whole family threatened him, or threatened the county with having the NAACP there. I said, go right ahead, bring him. You got no justification in this whatsoever. It had to do with he tried to hurt me, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they basically slapped him on the wrist, and, you know, that was about it.
Holy shit, Mitch.
So then,
that's a crazy story.
I just lived with it. I thought, victims assistance was supposed to help me with counseling and medical and all this, and I kind of pissed them off when I told them I don't really care who you bring to this courthouse and that. So they really didn't want to do too much else for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any. My friend wouldn't come and back any of this up. Then okay.
So I was like, did the court kind of say it was your word against his?
No, court just didn't want to deal with it. They got scared when he threatened them with the NAACP.
Oh, okay.
They just they didn't want no media, no drama. So let's just plea bargain him out. Everybody will be happy, except for me, because I think he should rot for the rest of his life.
How long ago did this happen?
What was that? You broke up.
How long ago did this happen?
2008.
2008. That's unreal.
I've dealt with it since then. I thought, just man up and get better. But hell, it took probably over a year before I could even go buy the farm that this happened at.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Are you still going back there hunting?
Yeah, we were hunting, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't been back out since. I haven't been hunting or fishing since then. I can't. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. I love the outdoors.
And what about that guy? Has he been released now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's released. Rumor has it, rumor came down through the grapevine to me from people that I know that he wants to pay me a visit. And I said, hey, fine. But maybe in a smart ass, I just sent my address and directions back with those people that sent rumors to me. Because anybody knows me well enough, man, I don't go looking for a fight. But if you come bringing one to me, you'll get it. Specifically him.
Right.
You know, I mean, come on my property, you know, it's not going to be good.
What about the police, man? I just sucked it up. It sounds like that was a threat on your life. I mean, it does constitute that you could contact the police too.
Yeah, but the individual that told me wasn't verifying none of it.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people I know, they don't want any more trouble. He told me that to try to, you know, I don't know, to warn me, I guess. But then he wasn't bothered to, you know, back it up, because I tried that. I believe you me.
All right.
I tried that. You know, you boys want to play? Fine. We'll play, you know, however you want to play.
Yeah.
You know, me, I'm a firm believer in, you know, you let the law enforcement deal with it first. But, you know, you got to have witnesses first. If nobody's going to talk, then you don't get that.
Yeah. Just be careful, brother.
Oh, every day, man.
Yeah.
Every day. You know, like that came out of nowhere. That wasn't even, you know, like I said, we went to go hunting and have fun, not to have anything happen. So I just sucked it up, you know, ever since then. And it took probably 5 years before I could even go past the property it happened at.
I bet, man. That's like an unbelievable. You almost died, and you almost seen your buddy die. Like, I can understand why it's hard to go back there.
I ended up going to work there.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a family farm I was hunting on. I ended up working there for 2 years after that.
Like, it's impossible to go there and not think about that moment.
Well, it started getting better that I was there, because it's a horse farm.
Right.
Plus a grain farm, but I have to deal with horses. And horses are kind of like dogs. They're great. The one, he'd follow you around just like a dog. And if anybody give me any shit, the one horse, his name's Ace.
Yeah.
Well, that big black horse would be right there. I don't care if you were just giving me a little bit of an attitude or what, but that horse was right there in the pasture. Like, oh, you gonna mess with my boy? I got you.
Yeah.
That was great. You know, and dealing with the horses and learning how to deal with them. A lot of people.
I find animals are a good early warning device when somebody's near your house. So that's why I love my animals.
Oh, I love them. You know, I got a dog, and she's annoying sometimes, but she's great to have around.
Yeah, I have a dog myself.
Dealing with the animals, man, that helped me out a lot. Because we had them horses trained. We didn't use the lead rope or halters or none of that.
Yeah.
I'd open their pasture door, and we'd open their stall door, have the pasture door already open. One by one, these horses would go out to their pasture. Just by me saying go.
Yeah.
They'd walk out there.
Sounds like animals are a good therapy for you, brother.
So they'd come back without any problem.
Yeah.
That was a big help.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people use animals as therapy for PTSD. Sounds like you got a good connection with your animals, eh?
Yeah. My mom, that's why I got my little dog. My mom got it for me because she was hoping it would help me, and it did.
Yep.
You know, my little dog, she's a big help.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people telling me they find animals helpful because animals don't judge.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
No. I know my dog. Jesus, I can't go to the bathroom with the dog sitting outside the door.
Yeah, mine's jealous right now because I'm talking to you. Hold on. Shut up. But yeah, I mean, they're great animals. I mean, without the dog and without playing with the horses, I don't know how things would have worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad to have had them. I would love to be around the horses still, but some unforeseen circumstances happened there. Like I said, I was working on the farm that it happened at.
Right.
And it's weird how history repeats itself. It was real damn similar, but there was a guy there started working that they hired who was a heroin addict.
Right.
And I don't get along with junkies at all. I don't. I mean, if you need help, go get it. But don't come to my place of employment and start crap and think that it's going to be all hunky-dory for you. Well, the boy started threatening me. And his buddies that worked there started going along with it. So I went to the owner, my aunt's husband, and tried to correct it.
Right.
You know, with company policy, which we don't, it's a farm, we don't really have a company policy, but I went to talk to the old man about it. He told me basically, tough. He ain't going to hurt you. Well, after a year of it, I got a little sick of it and raised a bunch of cane over there at the farm about it because I got tired of people coming and approaching me, specifically him.
Yeah.
Got bad enough where I was concerned enough. I went out and bought a 9mm and took it to work with me every fucking day.
Really?
Really? You got 4 or 5 people going to approach you and telling you they're going to whoop your ass. You got 2 choices: either run or stand your damn ground. I don't run. And the old man knew I had it too. I told him.
Yeah.
So he wasn't going to remedy it. I'm going to go buy this because I got the right to carry. I got the right to defend myself. He said, okay. Well, it got really bad. And instead of siding with their family, I got kicked to the curb. Like a piece of trash. Now, if I wanted to cause a problem, I would have. But I didn't. So I went and talked to the old man and tried numerous ways out of it. I even tried to get him to switch me down to the other facility, the other horse facility, and that wasn't something that they could do because they needed me at the facility that I was working at. You know, and that's fine, but I don't go looking for trouble.
Yeah.
Well, when that started, man, it put me just like I was back there hunting in the woods. That's all I could think. You know, it's not crap. Here we go again. You got all these people wanting to jump your ass for no damn reason, and nobody wants to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So then I got fired. So then there was no more issue with that, except for every great once in a while they like to run their mouths. But, you know, small town.
Yeah.
You can run your mouth all you want. I don't really care. Well, that's where we are today.
So it sounds like you've dealt with bullies your whole life, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's the nightmares and shit like that's probably the worst, or thing I'll never get out of my mind is, when I don't know if this will make sense to you or not, brother, but when I blacked out in the woods, there was like I was dreaming, but I wasn't. Like I was awake, but I wasn't. Laying there on the ground, I see instead of seeing in color like you'd normally see, everything went in black and white, kind of. But I could see myself laying in a coffin, my coffin.
Yep.
Everybody that I know that's currently alive was on my left-hand side, in color. And everybody that I know that's dead, my grandfather, numerous people, are on my right side, in black and white. Every one of them is telling me, get up. It ain't your time. Get up. This ain't going to happen this way. That's what got my ass back up.
Mitch? Oh, Jesus, Mitch, don't tell me I lost you. Oh, there he is. I lost you there for a second, Mitch.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, it was weird. Yes, I thought so too. But I'll never get that out of my mind, ever. And ever since then, I've been quite leery of people. I mean, I don't have a problem with people, but being around a lot of people I don't know,
Yep.
not.
You're not the first person to tell me about the black and white dream. I myself have had the black and white dream. I actually, my second book that I released, I talked about the black and white dream. And I had it once. For me, when I had the black and white dream, it was like a 1950s or 1930s kind of thing. Everyone was smoking these long cigarettes, and there was a band playing, and it was almost like a Frank Sinatra kind of feel to it. And people busted in. It was a dance. My wife was there. The only thing in color was my wife's dress. My wife's dress was red. And in my dream, some people bust in through the door with Tommy guns and start shooting. And that's when I see the red blood everywhere, right? And then I wake up. But yeah, I've had a few friends, man, tell me about the black and white dream. And I've even had some people tell me, like just like you, Mitch, they've had the black and white dream where it feels like it's the end. It's like a crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't your time, man.
No.
And then
No.
it's like you seen.
Telling me to get up.
Yeah, you seen everyone there that was important to you, and everyone there that cares for you, man. And they were all telling you the same thing, which is not your time. Get up. Your work isn't done, Mitch.
That's what made the adrenaline kick in. I mean, once the sheriff got there, no one really knew where the guy was other than me. Once the sheriff got there, you know, they were trying to convince me, you know, they were life flighting my buddy out. You know, they put the life flight helicopter down in the field, took him out of there, took him to Toledo Hospital for, you know, severe wounds.
Yeah.
Well, I'm standing there in the field watching this, and cops are trying to get me to go in the ambulance.
Right.
Well, I was so hit that my only concern was, forget me, man. I want this guy. Not me, but I want him. I want you guys to get his ass.
Yeah, you're still pumped full of adrenaline.
Oh, dude, I could have ran through a brick wall and not even felt it and probably knocked a hole in the wall. But the sheriff, they were trying to get me to get in the ambulance. And, you know, I only weigh 138 pounds.
Yeah.
And it took 8 sheriff deputies to try to restrain me. And that wasn't working, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell on the way that the cops were looking that they were a little concerned over that one. That, you know, this little dude's just slipping through them like he ain't nothing. Like they ain't even there.
Yeah.
And what got me to stop was my Uncle Fred come up to me, just touching my shoulder with one finger. He said, "Mitch, you got to stop now.
Yeah.
You got to go beg it."
Yeah.
It's just like you turn the switch off. Just, okay. Turned around, got in the ambulance, went to the hospital. It was that easy. Just didn't look on them cops' faces, though. They tried everything known to man to stop me, and it wasn't working.
A bunch of hatred couldn't stop you, but a little bit of love is all you needed.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, my heart goes out to you, Mitch, man. You've gone through a lot of shit, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm, you know, still trying to deal with it. I want to get help for it, but I'm not, you know, I mean, I don't mind talking to you, and you're cool. You know, the guys on PTSD Buddies, it's been good to help.
Yeah.
But as far as going and talking to a shrink, I'm not. I'd rather talk to my people that I know, man. People I trust more.
Yeah.
You know, I got no problem doing that. I got 2 good friends of mine that whenever I need it, they're there.
That's
good, man. They may not be in person, but they're there.
That's good, brother. That's good. And you got your animals.
Yeah, I got my doggy.
Yeah.
I like to have the horse, but they wouldn't let me have the horse. I tried.
Yeah. I've never even touched a horse. I know.
They're scary in the beginning.
Yeah.
But once they get to know you, they're just like a dog.
Well, there actually is a program here. There's actually a program here in Canada that gets veterans and to team up with horses, and they go for rides, and they find it very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I got a dog, and I swear my dog can sense when I'm upset or when I'm down. And it's like, I have a Great Dane, and the dog tries to sit on my lap. It's like a 150-pound dog, but it tries to sit on my lap, right? It's like it can sense when you're upset, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're real good for that.
Yeah.
Real good for that. Hell, the horses at the barn, if I was having a rough day or a flashback or something triggered me or something, them damn horses, every one of them would do something.
Yep.
And I'd be there doing my job, and either the one horse, he liked to, I don't want to say he was stealing from me, but he's like a pickpocket. I don't know how else to put it. Whatever you had via phone or whatever he could get, he would hat or whatever, sunglasses, he'd take it. And off he'd go. And it'd always be when something was going on with me, when I was not in the greatest mood.
Yeah.
And he wasn't, like, bolt with it. He'd, like, go a little bit, then he'd turn around and, "Are you coming? Are you coming?" Get out here. And he'd go a couple feet, and he'd take off again. And eventually, he'd give up, turn around, and bring back whatever object he had.
Right.
You know, just a little game for him, but it always put me in a better mood.
Yeah.
You know, out of nowhere.
That's hilarious.
You know, that was great.
That's hilarious, man. Well, Mitch, what's next for you, brother?
What do you mean what's next for me?
Well, what I know you have a lot going on there, but like, what's next for you? Like, what's next for you when it comes to life? Like, keep doing what you're doing with your animals and stuff, or you know, like.
Well, there ain't no more. No, I'm trying to get out of Ohio, man. If I can find a way to work, I've had a lot of jobs in life. I've learned a lot from them all, but it's people, man. I need to be on my own.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable being out in nature. It seems to do me a lot better good. Like I said, I ain't been hunting since the accident. I can't. Just doesn't.
You said you need to get out of Ohio. You think moving to a new location, new fresh start would be good for you?
Well, not really a fresh start, man, because I don't want to. The house I got now, my grandfather left me.
Yeah.
It means the world to me.
Yeah.
But the people in this town, we've about had enough of.
Right.
And all the shit talking from the accident. And everybody's got their own opinion, you know. Well, you had a gun, you could have killed them. Yeah, you could have. If you didn't have dirt plugged in the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I could have went up there and got the other gun and blasted the guy, but I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, and if I had really been racist, that's what a racist would have done. So, you know, I did the best I could in what needed to be done.
Yeah.
I was more concerned about my life and my friend's life than anything else.
Well, it's easy for a person
So
who's never been through. Sorry?
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, it's easy for a person who's never been through any kind of trauma to say it's bad for you to do what you needed to do to feel safe. You know?
Yeah.
But when someone like you goes through what you went through, you know, sometimes you need certain things to feel safe, right? And you weren't breaking any laws.
Yeah. No.
Right? But
no, not one. I was...
Some people out there, everything is all rainbows and sunshine, and they don't see, you know, some of the darkness that some people like you have to go through.
Yeah. I wish it was all rainbows and sunshine, man.
Yeah.
It's where we're trying to get to.
Well, I'm proud of you, buddy.
Well,
I'm glad you're still fighting.
I want to go out of state. It's been in my head ever since the accident, or the whatever you want to call it.
Right.
'Cause I started watching this little show called Gold Fever with Tom Massey.
Okay.
They go out gold prospecting, and you know, it could just be me, you know, being a little out there, but I ain't got nothing now, so you know, you got nothing, you can't really lose anymore. So I would like to go out and find a way to start that on my own. And so you can get places that already have gold claims that they've already found. It's there. All you got to do is dig it up.
Yeah.
There's a couple places up in the Yukon, Klondike. That's up your guys' way. And there's other places around here that you can get it at a reasonable price. It's just for being an unemployed guy with no money. Everything's a little bit of a stretch up there, you know.
If you goes up there, I definitely want to do a video chat with you, because I heard it's beautiful up there.
Yeah. Huh?
I said, if you move to the Yukon, you better be doing more video chats with me, because I heard it's beautiful up there.
How far are you from Yukon?
How far? I'm on the other side,
Yeah.
man. I'm on the other side of the map. Pretty far.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I guess there goes bringing me lunch, huh?
You never know, man. You never know. I'm still in the military. Maybe I can hook up a ride somewhere.
Hey, never know.
Yeah. Mitch, it's been great talking to you, man. Before I let you go, do you have anything, any advice or a message to the viewers?
Best I can say is don't give up no matter how hard it gets.
Yeah. Because I meant, you've dealt with bullies, sounds like your whole life. So if there's somebody out there watching who's dealing with a bully, what could you tell them?
You got your finger on the edit button?
No, we're live, buddy. You can say whatever you want. This is your video.
Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em, it don't matter.
Right on, buddy. That's the, you know what?
I mean, I I haven't really give a shit about what people thought about me in 38 years, man. I ain't gonna start now. If you don't like me, sweet. No dirt off my shoulder, but preferably it'd be nice if people liked you.
Well,
but,
I think the people who are important in your life are going to like you for you. And from what I've met of you, Mitch, I like you, man.
Well, I like you too, man. You, like I said, hell, I've talked to you. Me and you've texted back and forth before. It's been a big help, all of you guys.
Yep, and we'll keep doing it, brother. Listen, I gotta let you go, but you stay cool, man, and we'll talk again real soon, eh?
All right, man. Take it easy, man.
All right, brother. Take care, and thanks for tackling with me.
No problem, man. Anytime, man.
All right, cheers. Whoa, that was some deep stories of Mitch, eh? He's definitely gone through some crazy interactions with some bullies there, with the guns and the 9 millis. Whoa. Big thanks to Mitch for sharing those stories with me and with us. I know it wasn't easy, Mitch. We appreciate it. And I hope Mitch has an easier time with these bullies. And I hope he keeps his nose clean. All right. Well, thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We got more buddy chats coming up very soon. If you want to know about the buddy chats, just click on events. Every time there's a buddy chat, I put them in the events. And if you want to share a story or do a buddy chat with me, just send me a private message, and we'll gear up a date and time. All right? Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.